Hey everyone, ArdrethShadow here, and welcome back to Hush Hush. So previously, I finished the game, with the exception of a few different outcomes that I have yet to do. And apologies if the sound of my voice sounds different. For those who don't know, I had to switch headsets again because the one I had just gave out on me. Alright, so first things first. We're gonna go ahead and look at Iro's 5th date and the alternate ending for that. As soon as it loads, of course. Okay, after looking through the guide, it doesn't really tell me anything specific from what I remember, but basically just don't do the the motivation themed ones. Yeah, because I'm here like, I don't even remember how I did it the first time. So we're gonna just be like, don't say that, it was an accident.
No!
Okay, this might be it.
It can't be! It wasn't! I didn't mean to! Oh no. No.
Iro pulls away from you, jumps on her motorcycle, and speeds off without her helmet. Which, as I pointed out before, she told that one guy, Dan, not to do that because they was stupid and reckless. As you watch Iro disappear from sight, you are startled by the sound of a voice behind you.
Hello, stranger.
Hello, Satan's mistress. You turn and see Liliana step from behind the wall of the garage. Her hands are in her pockets. What pockets? I don't see any pockets on that thing. Yeah, in fact, I'm actually getting close to my computer screen. I can see her toned abs.
Don't try anything. I'm armed.
With what? You don't have pockets!
I need to tell you something. Something you earned. Something that will get me in trouble for telling you. Your rainbow girl? She's the police chief's brat.
No!
And the people I work for, they want him to suffer. They've been planning something for a long time. So I snuck into your rainbow girl's garage this morning and messed with the brakes on her motorcycle. You've got 5 minutes to catch her.
She tosses you a set of keys.
Take my bike. Your car is too slow.
Okay, I think last time I said we'll settle this later. Why are you doing this?
Like I said, you earned it. From me. Now go.
Well. And of course we never do get to settle this. Unless we count the whole thing with Cassie. Alright. So this time we're actually gonna try to do this differently. Liliana's motorcycle tops out at around 180 miles per hour, and you manage to catch up enough to Iro to spot her pulled over putting on a jacket. The storm overhead surges, crackling with lightning and thunder. The rain comes down in bullets. She continues on and turns her bike up the road to Rose Mountain. Her biking skills vastly superior to your own. Even so, you continue to gain on her. The two of you weave through the forest roads, Iro unknowing she's being pursued. Finally close enough, you wave your arm trying to get her attention. You see her check her mirror. But just then, as she goes to slow into a turn, you see her bike fail to slow. Yeah, because she fucked with the brakes. You see her lay the bike on its side in a sudden desperate need to slow, but it's too late. She and the bike both skid off the road and fly down into an embankment. You pull over and rush to the embankment. The drop is at least 20 feet. It would take a miracle to have survived. Well, in this case, we're gonna have a miracle. Climb down and trust that there's been a miracle. You slide down the muddy embankment as quickly as you can. Iro is laying almost 40 feet from the wreckage of her motorcycle. Please don't tell me she's gonna be... As you approach, you see a lot of blood. She tumbled badly through the tree branches and isn't moving as you arrive. Why? Why did it have to be like that again? You gingerly touch her and she stirs. She opens her eyes, though it takes a moment for them to focus on your face. I said I wanted a miracle. I didn't want this. She smiles.
Hey, it's you. Something went wrong. Is my bike okay?
Okay, well, the guy doesn't tell me anything about this. Let me see. I think I made a... Yes, I made a few different ones. Well, at least I don't have to quite see it. Like I said, I think this was one of the ones that hurt me the most the first time I ever saw this. Ugh, God, I'm here like... I don't know, do I try to get her out of here? I would say that it's a bad thing to try to move her, and that you're better off just calling an ambulance.
Okay, that sounds... I'm just... very tired.
Okay, well at least that scene wasn't as emotional, because... I mean, ideally this is the miracle, right? Even though it sure doesn't look like a miracle when she's impaled. You call for an ambulance. It arrives in only minutes, and the paramedics manage to get her up the embankment incredibly fast. You ride with Iro. She holds your hand and smiles at you through a breathing mask. Okay, we're here at the hospital now. It's nightfall by the time the ambulance pulls into the hospital. Iro is rushed into the emergency room and quickly surrounded by doctors and nurses. A nurse recognizes her, and someone calls out to contact her father. You are forced to retreat to the waiting room. Saji arrives before you see her again, escorted into the hospital by 2 police officers. One of the policemen speaks with you, asking you questions about the accident. You spend the better part of an hour explaining what happened. Once you're finally finished, a nurse tells you that Iro wants to see you. She's stable, and her injuries are not life-threatening. Despite how it looked back there, I suppose. She calls it a miracle. You're damn right it was. And leads you through the hospital to her room. Inside, you see a bandaged-up Iro with her father seated next to her. She perks up, but then cringes with sharp pain.
Ow! That part of me never hurt before.
You are lucky to feel pain.
The pain means you feel alive.
Pain tells you are alive, which is a miracle, since you are driving without a helmet.
Yep, see, he agrees with me, and exactly. Because I came from a future where you didn't survive that, and let me tell you, that was very emotionally wrecking.
Dad, stop lecturing me.
Hey. To be fair, it was kind of a stupid thing you did. All after you were lecturing that other stupid idiot for driving off without his helmet.
I never forget to put on my helmet. I was not okay. Dad, could you give us a minute?
Okay, but make sure you rest.
Yeah, curfew, bedtime. It's always the same with you.
You are damn right.
Man. As Sachi walks by you, he mouths the words, "Thank you," before patting your shoulder and leaving the room. Iro pats the bed beside her, gesturing for you to sit.
So, that was sort of dramatic, eh?
Yeah, I would say so. Just another kooky adventure with Iro. You're lucky to be alive.
You're telling me.
Alright. How am I doing? Apparently I'm not doing all that great. Well, I don't know.
Doctor says a bunch of branches broke my fall and that my head landed in the mud. The fact that I have no head injuries is crazy.
The fact that you have no head injuries is crazy, you say. And then, well, the fact that I still had to see the CG of the tree branch just... I'm just saying.
A nurse told me to buy a bunch of lottery tickets if I'm going to be getting so lucky.
Aye. Don't be tempting fate now, you hear me?
Look, you kind of saved my life back there.
Kind of.
And I'm not talking, the crash and stuff.
Oh. You're talking about the thing before the crash.
You told me a lot of stuff I needed to hear. And you listened to a lot of stuff I needed to say. So I just wanted to tell you. Thank you. For everything. I'm going to be stuck in this place for a bit, I understand. So before you leave town, I needed to tell you that. You're my hero.
You're welcome. I guess this means no smooching until you're all healed up. And I almost feel like this would be worded differently if this was the other version. I might just try to... Well, I mean... I don't know if there's any way for you to get A+ with the date. Yeah, I know, it's weird. We're having a date in a hospital. Go figure. I don't know if it's possible to get A+ now that I've gone down this road, so... Well... Like I said, I'll try to do all the options in a bit.
You're really special to me. I hope we can stay in touch.
I really would like that. Yeah, I really did love Iro's story here. It's, like I said in the last video, she went from being kind of a blatant Rainbow Dash ripoff to actually having some substance as a character. So, kudos to Sad Panda Studios for really going the extra mile for developing her as a character and not as just some sort of a caricature in Hush, or not Hush Hush, Black, Crush. You're eventually gonna run out of words that rhyme with crush. And one of these days I'll stop mixing up all three of the games. But yeah, I mean... She definitely has, like, a very emotional story involved to it, and... You know... Like, in a sense, you could say that it's thanks to Hush Hush I do have, I guess you could say a new appreciation for some of the characters. So... You know...
Dad's letting Eli know I'm okay.
That's good to know.
And I think he and I might be okay.
Judging from how you were a little earlier, I would say so.
We'll see.
Yeah, only time will tell, I suppose.
But no matter what happens, you really helped me out. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now please kiss me and pretend to like it, so I can say goodbye properly.
Lean over and kiss Iro. Kiss Iro on the forehead. Kiss Iro and gently squeeze her hand. This sounds like something I would probably do if, you know, IRL.
There you go. That's all I needed.
And it seems like that's all I'm getting.
Ow! Son of a...
Yeah, it probably hurts to laugh, doesn't it?
Okay, rest time.
Yeah, I think you're gonna need it.
Take care.
You too.
And if I don't see you before you go...
You'll kill me. No. No.
Stay in touch.
Well, I would like to, although apparently, according to the two goddesses with huge bazongas, I'm gonna become like a very faint, fuzzy memory. So, that's still kind of disappointing to me, but, I mean, I guess what can you do?
You're awesome.
Thank you. You are too. And thanks to this, you've become at least 20% cooler.
Alright, good night.
Good night. Iro closes her eyes and drifts off to sleep. You turn off the light in her room and leave. Despite her injuries, you feel that Iro will be okay. As you descend the stairs of the hospital, the feeling grows. By the time you're leaving, you're overcome with an immense feeling of victory, and you know with full certainty that Iro is safe. One of the destined maidens is safe from harm. But the storm is not yet over. Yay! I failed! Okay, you wake to the blah 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 blah, so now I'm gonna go ahead and just let's explore our options here. Because yeah, I don't know if it is possible to get an A+ from this method. Let's try to have, instead of being like super serious, let's try to, as tone deaf as it might sound, let's try to lighten the mood a little bit. Although, yeah, this is definitely not what I would be trying to do, if I'm being honest. So it just feels weird. So, yeah, it's doing better than you are.
Okay, that's good. I can fix it.
Alright, well, looks like he already calls for the ambulance immediately. So we're gonna go ludicrous speed. And we're just gonna be like, just another kooky adventure with Iro.
Ugh. No more adventures, please.
Okay, yeah, don't worry, this is gonna be the last adventure because this is date number 5, and that's all she wrote.
I'm going to invest in public transportation for a bit, and learn how to play chess.
Okay, that's oddly specific.
In other words, I'm going to do my best to be more boring. Like you.
I don't know if I should be reassured or offended. Jesse, this is boring!
Ouch!
Hey, I made you laugh, even though it caused you pain.
Look, you kind of saved my life back there.
Okay, well. And yeah, I guess no time for love.
Oh.
Yeah, I really shouldn't be making her laugh.
Well, I mean, if I only have to lie here, I guess we could.
Yeah, I would be kind of... I would be curious just to know, how does this go in the other version? Ugh, God.
Dad's letting Eli know I'm okay.
Alright, well. Let's see, Hey, I did better! She kisses you back softly and sighs.
Why do you have to be so good at that?
I have no idea. I'm basically just using my Time Lord powers to try whatever works and see what sticks.
Okay, rest time. Take care.
Okay, well. Storm is not yet over. Yeah, so, yay, I did slightly better than what I did last time. And, yeah, that's still going on. Now, what if we try to be, like, all action hero and slightly questionable and try to lift her up? Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if she doesn't have the tree branch right there, and you could just carry her...
Okay, thank you.
Okay, there we go. It is possible, then. She closes her eyes, and you lift her. You see, that's what I mean. I'm here, like... Seeing that image makes me think that she's still being impaled, and, like, you should not be moving her around. So, that's why I'm just like... well... I guess we're gonna assume that she wasn't impaled by the tree branch, and... Yeah, she was just flung off the motorcycle, and she did not land on anything like that. The trip to the hospital is a blur. Yeah, I guess... You know, carrying her there is... In a way, it is romantic if you think about it. Like, it shows that you're kind of going above and beyond just for her. It's nighttime by the time the hospital pulls into the what did I just say? It's nighttime by the time the ambulance pulls into the hospital. Iro is rushed into the emergency room and quickly surrounded by doctors and nurses. Is this still the same? Seems that way. Well.
Ugh. Oh.
And, well. Oh, man, really? I was this close. Oh, hey, I mean, a B is still passing, but... well. Oh, no, wait, it's still an A. Alright, well. Oh, wait, well... Should I even bother saving? Well, I guess I can just save this. And now, I guess we are going to go ahead and jump over to Elle's date. And I think this is going to play out similarly to, well, when she was murdered in her bathtub, except we're not gonna let that happen to her. Okay, after looking at the guide, choice 2, so I suppose we can try doing stuff over the phone. So, yeah, this is where we're gonna have our FaceTime call in each other's bathtubs. There's just a few things we might miss out on. And then, yeah, this one is where she goes to sleep and the tree falls on her house and kills her. That was... yeah, that really was a freak accident.
Oh, that's a wonderful suggestion. And actually, I have some ideas. I warn you in advance. My ideas are always ridiculous, and they never work. But hopefully you'll be able to iron out any bumps you see in them. Yay! This will be fun! I promise. Here's my idea. I was planning on a little surprise tonight, though perhaps it won't be so surprising once you hear what it is. I really wanted to take a bath with you tonight. I bought these fancy soaps and cute little drinks so we don't spill in...
Are the soaps shaped like bunnies? I don't know.
Well, you get the idea.
Alright, well, let's see. Well, the guy doesn't really tell me anything beyond this point. So, yeah. This sounds like it'll actually be pretty challenging to do over the phone. So you want to do a remote couples bath? Cute! But Elle, if you take a bath when I'm not actually there, you might fall asleep. And, well, yeah, the guide still doesn't mention anything about this, so I guess I'm basically going to be winging it. Let's see.
Yes, I thought so too.
Okay, well, so far I'm choosing right.
I mean, it might actually not be cute. It might be weird and uncomfortable.
Most people would probably think it's weird. And, yeah, who knows, it might be uncomfortable depending on your bathtub situation. And how you handle the phone as well, so that it doesn't drop in there with you.
But my understanding is that's basically what couples do.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what they do sometimes. We're just going to be doing it with over FaceTime and in our own homes, so...
They try things. See what's weird and uncomfortable. See what's not.
Oh, well, that too, yeah. Going back to my whole thing about understanding what your partner wants and their needs and just kind of testing the waters and all that.
Here, I'll tell you more about what I'm thinking. For the last 2 weeks, I've been deciding that I want to stop doubting myself. I want to try to be a braver person. I don't have episodes as often as I used to, and many times I can feel them coming on. I've spent so much time not doing what I want because I'm worried about the danger. But as a result, I'm not doing much of anything.
You're complacent, and you're not really living life to the fullest.
If I had let my fear stop me, I would never have said yes when you asked me out. That one very brief, very small moment of going for what I wanted brought you into my life. And so, who knows what else is possible? What wonderful things I've missed, but what others may be out there for me. Does any of that make sense? I practiced in front of the mirror a bunch to try to sort out my thoughts, but I just wound up brushing my teeth without meaning to.
Right, next question. Elle, it makes perfect sense. Your speech sounded great. Elle, you've become so confident, and I'm proud of you. I highly endorse this hell of a plan. Alright, which one's the better one?
I knew you would see it my way.
I mean, I guess. Since it's not moving very much, well then again, the date on the quote-unquote correct path is kind of long in itself. But it's mostly just because you have that confrontation between her and Dorian. And there aren't really that many choices to make, so I don't know.
I'll call you in a few minutes. I'm going to go fill the tub. Go fill yours up too.
Elle blows you a kiss and then hangs up. You step into your bathroom and begin filling the tub. Quill comes in at one point and stares over the brim of the water, or over the brim at the water with contemptuous regard.
This bath better not be for me. I just had one today. and I don't want to lose precious kitty oils. Natural, essential kitty oils. I'm out of here before you get any ideas.
Yep. Still can't believe that this whole time we've been inside of her house. I mean, yes, we had the clues that the pictures of her there, but still, it was just kind of a bizarre twist. Once the bathtub is full, you find a housecoat to wear and dress down into it. Just as you're tying your robe, your Face app alarm starts ringing. Okay, I'm sorry, it's not FaceTime, it's Face. Well, you know what I mean. You accept the call. And there she is. Elle appears on the screen, already in her bath.
Hello, sweetheart. I was chilly, so I jumped in as soon as it was done. Oh, I really love your robe. It looks very fetching on you. Are you going to undress for me?
Let's see, well, I'm wearing a bathing suit, but yes, welcome to the gun show. Can I just say you look amazing in the water? Yup, and take off your housecoat and show off your bathing suit. Well, I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, well, I guess if I fail, or if I get a low score with this, then I am just gonna reload and try to see if I can do the rest of the options. You grab a towel and climb into the bathtub. Elle cheers.
Yay! Great job.
So happy. Once the two of you are settled, you and Elle banter back and forth, flirting for a while. Elle takes a rubber ducky and does a ventriloquist act for you on camera. It's very cute to watch. The two of you laugh and joke and share stories for almost an hour. Just when the water is starting to get a little too cold and needs a refill, the lights go out. Suddenly the lights go out at Elle's house, because Freaky Dorian is gonna do shit to her, and God,
Oh no, I think the power went out. The storm is really howling over here. That's weird. It looks like the light in my bedroom is still on. I wonder if...
Suddenly the call is dropped. Redial Elle, text Elle, wait. You sent Elle a text asking if she's okay. Then another one asking what happened. After 7 minutes and 19 seconds, you receive a flood of rapid text messages. You can't have her. She's mine. She's promised. Mine. Forever. And then we get this image. You receive a picture of Elle face down in the bathtub. A cloud of bloody water around her head. If I can't have her, no one can. Okay, we're gonna call Fumi this time. You phone Fumi, desperate for help.
Detective Fumi, where's the fire?
There's not a fire, there's a murder, possibly. You quickly explain what's happened.
Elle Reed has been attacked in her home?
Yes. And even though I have the hindsight of knowing who it is, obviously, he doesn't now.
Stay where you are. I'm less than 5 minutes from her place. Do not move until I contact you again.
Fumi hangs up. Yeah, so instead of rushing over there and what happened, we hit a tree and we were flung like out of the car and to our death. I guess we're just gonna stay put and let Fumi do what she does best. But yeah, unfortunately, the waiting is excruciating because we don't know what's going on. Finally, after 20 minutes, Fumi calls you.
It's Fumi. I got to her place and managed to resuscitate her.
Okay, well.
I don't know how long she was under the water for. We won't know for sure until they can do the proper tests. I have her in an ambulance en route to St. Maria's. When the storm dies down, get over there.
Screw it, I'm on my way now. Thank you, Fumi.
Don't thank me. Just doing my job.
Well, I mean, I would still like to show my appreciation. And no, not like that. I mean, just because you're doing your job and you saved Elle's life. As soon as you can, you rush to the hospital. All the while, a terrible dread hanging over you. Several times you nearly hydroplane into oncoming traffic, even going below the limit. Yeah, that isn't... Well... Yeah, and when we were like speeding through like a demon, well, we died when that happened. When you get to the hospital, the front desk says she's in stable but serious condition. They tell you they're having trouble alerting next of kin. Yes, because it's the next of kin who did this to her. Since it's a private room, you're allowed to go and see her. And we have the Happy Elle music playing. And hey, we're back here again. When you walk into her room, the sight of Elle hooked up to machines brings an edge to everything. Yeah, like... how should I say this? This happy music... and this very, very tense moment. It reminds me of those old videos of so-and-so doing whatever to unfitting music. Like, I get this is Elle's theme, but... yeah. Like, if I were to think back to when my mother was hooked up to machines in a coma and... all that, it's like, this is not the kind of music I would be playing for that. But, well... yeah, I'm just here like, it just doesn't match thematically, I'm just singing. You feel as though the world is stretching thin. You see, like, this music kind of makes me feel happy inside, but then the world is stretching thin, and, like, reality could drop beneath you at any moment. See, this music doesn't work for this scene. I think that if they had just continued with the music that was playing before for just a little while longer, this would be a little more fitting, but... well, like I said, what can you do? She looks pale and sad. You sit in a chair next to her and stay with her all night. The next day you're woken by Fumi, who has another police officer with her.
Good morning. The doctor says Elle should be waking up soon.
Okay. Well, now I probably would have had this music kick in.
Good on you for staying here all night. If she had woken earlier, I imagine you'd be the face she wants to see.
Yeah. I would imagine so too.
Are you okay?
No. I'm just here for Elle. It doesn't matter how I am.
Fair enough.
And, yeah, like I said, I have no idea. Like, I mean, these are optional routes, obviously, but... I mean, I already did the best outcomes, I suppose, for all of them. Except for Quill. I'm actually going to try that date one more time after this. At that moment, Elle begins to stir. You and Fumi stand on either side of her as she opens her eyes. Good morning, Sleeping Beauty. Okay, well, her gaze goes to you immediately, and there's a terrible moment as it seems her eyes have trouble focusing on you. But after a moment, the fog clears and she smiles weakly.
Hey, sweetheart. Where am I?
You're in the hospital. You were attacked. The police got to you in time. Elle, I'm here with Detective Fumi. You were attacked. Do you know who did it? Elle looks weakly over to Fumi, who nods.
Miss, I'm glad to see you're still with us.
I am too. And also, yeah, now we can see how Fumi just towers over Elle. Like I said, she's supposed to be like 6'1", I believe, but Elle... Actually, I almost want to say that she could be anywhere between 5'4" and 5'9". I have no idea. I don't remember the heights of the girls, especially since you don't really get that in Crush Crush. In fact, I think that only came out in the Hush Hush, the Kickstarter. That info, anyway, but that's besides the point. Point being, she's tall.
Do you know who the son of a bitch that did this is? Did you see any of your attacker's features? Miss Reed, anything you can tell us would be helpful. Did you hear their voice? Did you see what they were wearing? Was there more than one?
Elle's gaze falls to the bed, and a look of crestfallen sadness. Yeah, that tells me pretty much all I need to know.
No.
Elle, please, if you remember anything at all. They texted me and said you were theirs forever. The frickin' syscon. You got this, Elle. I'm with you. Well, Elle looks over to you. Her expression does not change, but you see tears begin to roll down her cheeks.
It was my brother, Dorian. I heard him scream before he hit me. This isn't the first time he's done something like this.
Yeah, we know.
Son of a bitch.
You're damn straight he is. Fumi grabs her radio and signals for the other officer to follow her.
I need all points on suspect Dorian Reed. Suspect is Caucasian, athletic build, pink hair, around 6 feet tall. Suspect is dangerous. Repeat.
Fumi disappears down the hall and Elle looks to you. She begins to cry.
I'm sorry.
For what? You don't have anything to be sorry about.
I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
No, it isn't. Don't say that.
I should never have egged him on. I should never have pushed him in the water.
Yeah, well, the stupid bastard is just... He's messed up in the head as it is, so... I almost feel like whether or not you had egged him on... he still would have done something downright malicious like this. Like, as we saw in the quote-unquote correct route, when she was kind of standing up to him, he was getting ready to attack her again. And he probably would have gotten away with it if we hadn't jumped out and surprised him. So, you see, I mean, he's pretty much just a violent person overall, and just... Well, as the Lima put it, he's a total tool, and I think that's putting it nicely.
He hurt me like this a long time ago. But I thought...
Do you know where he is? No. Elle, it's okay, I'm here. Just rest. Elle, this isn't your fault. So yeah, I am gonna come back to these.
I just don't understand. How could he do this to me?
Elle weeps softly for a short while, before she finally falls asleep again. Once Elle is asleep, with nowhere else to go, you decide to head home. The storm is still raging, but it feels distant, as though color and sound have drained from the world. Elle is safer now, but this time you feel an emptiness, as though you have done nothing and the world has taken pity on you. Well, in a sense, this is an optional route. We know what the correct route looks like, where we are doing something to protect her. A pit opens in your stomach, and there's nothing you can do but pretend it isn't there. And yay, I failed. You awaken with a sense of calm determination, and whatever. Okay. Well, actually, let me see if what happens if I say that it makes perfect sense?
Okay, good.
Okay, nothing. Alright, well, time to reload the save again. My tongue stopped working. Time to reload the save again. Okay, so I'm back here. And... okay, so this didn't do anything. What if I just get this out of the way?
Oh, good. I'm glad they don't look terribly awkward or oddly phallic or anything.
I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
These girls like to get in the way. All the time. But I have yet to find a time that they didn't at least look nice.
Well, I guess we couldn't avoid this, could we? I'm just here like... that wasn't what I meant!
So, thank you for noticing.
Oh my god, what has happened with my life? Why do I have do I actually have I do have like a tear in my right eye, because I'm just here like I'm just here like, what has happened here? Why? I told you I'm easy to fluster, and yeah, she's... like I said, I guess there's no way around it. Once the two of you are settled, and she's looking so cute and so happy, and now we're gonna start to have the bad stuff happen. What if I wait? Although your heart is suddenly racing, you wait to hear back before doing anything drastic. And... yes, the syscon is going to text you and show that he done did it. And if I can't have her, no one can. What if I say, screw it, I'm on my way now?
You'd better drive carefully then, you damn daredevil.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, I know, but I don't know if he knows. Okay, as soon as you can, you rush to the hospital, and... what if I be like, no?
Hang in there.
Thank you.
I've got 9 patrol cars ready to mobilize if Al can give us a positive ID.
Alright, well... I mean, I guess it's good to know that we're gonna have 9 patrol cars on Dorian's ass, but... well, given how the game plays out, we know that they don't find him, and we're the ones who have to put a stop to all the crazy shit he's doing. At that moment, Elle begins to stir. You and Fumi stand on either side of her as she opens her eyes. Alright, I guess now I'm just gonna be like, do you know who did it? Elle looks side to side, and her eyes roll a bit. She appears to get dizzy, but manages to stay focused.
Somebody hit me? I don't know.
know.
Miss Reed, anything you can tell us would be helpful. Did you hear their voice? Did you see what they were wearing? Was there more than one?
Elle's gaze falls to the bed in a look of crestfallen sadness.
No.
Well, let me see.
If that's true, I wonder why they tried to kill me.
Yeah, essentially it's the I love you, now die sort of mentality. Well, then again, he did say if I can't have her, no one can. So I was like, congratulations! If you had successfully killed her, then you wouldn't be able to have her either. So I suppose this is maybe where... I don't know, is she gonna actually open up about this, or is she just gonna be like, no, I don't know anything, sorry?
It's all so scary. It hurts to think of it. I'm very tired now. I need to sleep.
Alright, so then she's not gonna sell... Well, it's not really selling out Dorian. We know he did it, and we know he's a guilty bastard, but... she's not gonna hang him out to dry, so to say.
All right, Miss Reed. I'm leaving my number with the nurses. If you remember any details at all, get them to contact me.
So we need to use our confidence to kind of push Elle in the right direction to be honest about what Dorian did.
We'll find the sick animal who did this to you.
Well, I have the hindsight of coming from the future. So as much as I'd like to have confidence in you, I know that I'm the one who has to take care of it myself in the end. Fumi walks you back to the lobby.
It's all right. Memory loss is expected, especially with head trauma.
Well, coming back from that last ending, I know that it isn't memory loss. I know that she doesn't want to tell us, whether it's because she's ashamed or afraid or who knows.
I've got my units over at her house, combing it for clues. You said the attacker texted you? Let me see.
You show her your phone.
I'll get the gals in the lab to run forensics on Elle's phone, and pull the calls from the local tower. We'll get him. Just make sure she's okay.
And ironically, it's a lot sunnier as opposed to the other ending where we walked out after Elle told us about Dorian there. Fumi pats you on the back, then walks out and rejoins the other officers. With Elle sleeping and the storm finally ceasing, you suppose all that's left to do is go home. One way or another, Elle is safe now, but whether she'll stay safe is another matter. The drive back to your home feels like a defeat. And what does defeat start with? D! Because you done failed. Alright. So, once again, reload the save. Okay, so now I'm just gonna be like, I'm wearing a bathing suit, but yes, welcome to the gun show.
Ooh, yay! I'm glad I tuned in when I did.
Okay, so I guess none of those choices matter. And I guess it does seem like it's not possible to get 8+ through this route. You have to do it the correct way.
I don't really know what people yell out at strip shows, but pretend it's this.
You're telling me that I'm in a strip show? Oh no.
Go team!
Okay, well. And yeah, so we're gonna have all this happening. We're gonna redial. And so you try calling Elle back, but the app rings and rings and no one picks up. And yeah. Call Fumi. Alright, so far, these attacks... Damn it. I'm reading this! These choices are negligible so far. Alright, well, I guess... Let's see, okay. Elle, it's okay, I'm here, just rest.
Why did this happen?
Because he's a dirty, rotten son of a bitch who should rot in hell. Elle weeps softly for a short while before she finally falls asleep again. Once Elle is asleep, with nowhere else to go, you decide to head home. And, yeah, see, the storm's raging outside still. Okay. So the next stop I'm gonna make is... Let me see, this should be... Okay, no, that's Cassie's date. So we're gonna go back to Quill's date, and I'm gonna try to do this better. Because it's bothering me that unless there's no way you can get A+, but there's an achievement for it, so there has to be a way. Alright, 69, dude! Okay, so we're just gonna ask all of these questions to her, and I just have to make sure I don't mess this up again.
This is my house, silly.
Yeah, and this still baffles me.
This is my garden. That's my tree.
And that's your gazebo where a freaky weirdo who calls himself Sir Vix will pop out to tell you that there's Easter eggs to be found, and... Yeah, it is kind of weird that you don't get this... You don't get that, what do you call it? The Sir Vix side quest at all, unless you have the DLC. From what I understand, if you have this game on the Nintendo Switch, you will get it, though. So, as of now, the Nintendo Switch version of this game is the only version that has the OK for YouTube version of the Sir Vix side quest. Or, well, I don't even know if I should call it that. You know, the not 18 plus version of the quest. Otherwise, yeah, all of the versions, you do need to have the DLC. And you do need to be playing it with the DLC activated, which is why I haven't gotten any of those prompts for the Easter eggs or for meeting Sir Vix at all. So, yeah, that's why you haven't seen any of that in this playthrough. It took me a while to figure it out because the guide keeps mentioning Easter eggs, and I'm here like, I don't see anything. Like, what Easter eggs are you talking about?
Those are my birds, but don't tell them because they get grouchy.
Okay, this one doesn't matter. Let's ask the real question here.
Oh, I used to turn it on all the time.
But you never used it to wash anything?
But now, I know how to use it to do the laundry.
Yeah, I guess.
So everything worked out in the end. What else do you want to know?
Let me see here. Okay, so your friend, they were looking for other girls to save. Just like me.
Yes, they told me that they had a dream about two ladies with very big bazungas. They got really kissy-kissy with him and told him that a bunch of us were going to die.
Yay! Yeah, she sounds so happy when she's saying that.
So it was nice of him to come and try to make that not happen.
Do you know if this happens often? Have you ever been in danger before? Did your friend ever give you fuzzy feelings? Which is, I think, what you're supposed to say here.
Not like you. Holy moleholes! He was very nice, but he didn't have everything you have. Like your face and your voice.
Quill blushes a little and looks at you sideways.
No one's ever made me feel like you. This is fun. I feel like I know all the things, and you don't know any of the things.
Alright, now, let's see, do you know who it was that was after you? We know it's Dorian, obviously, but...
No, though I knew he was someone you had seen a few times, because sometimes you came home and smelled a little like him.
Let me see, this doesn't matter. You didn't feel like that was something you should tell me. It might have been easier if you had given me that information at the beginning. They got a good look at your face. You should be careful, or you should be careful when you're being an outdoor kitty.
Oh yes, I've already been practicing my hiding in bushes. Just in case I need to in the future. What else do you want to know?
And only one left here.
Very sure. Well, thank you for saving me again. It was very kind of you. I dub thee friend of all kitties from now until the end of your 9 lives. Yay!
Yay!
How much longer do you have until you leave?
Let's see, I should hit the road now, or my flight is in a couple of hours, why?
I just had a question for you. I just want to know if...
Quill stops for a moment. She stares up at you and her pupils appear to grow larger. It does look very cat-like.
You would like to do that thing we did before. Do you wanna?
I better not. I feel like I might be pushing my luck. I've got some time to give you a head pass before I leave. This remains the weirdest month of my life. Which is what you're supposed to say.
You're welcome.
Oh my god. Okay, that's weird. So then do you need the DLC to... That's kind of messed up if you do need the DLC in order to A+ this day, because I'm pretty sure that I did this... I did everything that the guy told me to, and... Yeah, so I'm just here like, how in the world would you A+ this date? You sit down in the grass and pick some catnip. Quill rests her head in your lap, positively gleeful. You run your fingers through her hair, then lean down and kiss the top of her head. Quill purrs so loud that it makes you grin. You spend the next little while, gently scratching her head, playing with her hair, and giving her little kisses. She purrs and meows and even licks your face a couple of times. You feel relaxed, happy, and safe from the world, like you're in a magical bubble. The hour passes too quickly. Before you get up to go, Quill leans over and whispers in your ear.
Don't forget me.
I won't, but will you?
That would be rude.
Well, how do you think I feel knowing that if I don't take someone with me, everyone else is gonna forget about me? Oh. Oh, there we go! Okay, I did it! Finally. She gives your ear a playful bite. At last you make your way to your car. Quill waves at you from the window, as does Suck. You wave back one last time, and then drive away. Okay, there we go. Alright, well, what I'm actually gonna just do is... I guess save here. And then we're gonna reload to this save. The save that the guy told me to, like, at some point.